My name is Rebecca Van Buren, and I'm a real estate agent in Granbury, Texas. Let's talk about closing costs and possibly even saving some money for you, the buyer. Buyers need to know that there is not only closing costs, but they're also coming up with their down payment. So your down payment is going to be, this is if you're getting bank financing. Your down payment is going to be, if you're purchasing on an FHA, you're putting down 3.5%. If you're purchasing on a conventional note, you may be putting down 20%. I think it's important that you shop around and ask different lenders for a loan estimate, because the different lenders that you ask can give you a complete copy of what their closing costs are, and then you can make an educated decision. So your typical closing cost is going to be anywhere from 2 to 6%. So if you're buying a $350,000 house, you're looking at $7,000 to $21,000 in closing cost. Some of the closing costs that you are going to pay are going to be title fees, attorney fees, origination fees, probably a credit report fee, an appraisal fee. So you've got a lot of closing costs that you're going to pay as a buyer. There's a number of different things on that loan estimate, and I don't think it would be inappropriate in any way to contact a couple of different lenders, ask them for a loan estimate, and then on that loan estimate, you're going to see something that's labeled services you can shop for. So some of the services that you can shop for could be a pest inspection, survey, probably your homeowner's insurance. And so these are items that you can shop around for, or you can go with whatever the lender maybe recommends, but there could be an opportunity for you to save money. Some of the lender fees you're going to see are going to be your lender origination fee, the application fee, like I said, attorney fees, maybe a flood cert, underwriting fee. Now, I'm not saying that you can eliminate these fees from the lender, but maybe you can ask them if they would lower them. Another idea to save some money is closing later in the month. So whenever you're closing, the title company is collecting the funds, and they're putting together, well, they're collecting the data first of all, and they're putting together your closing disclosure. And the closing disclosure is going to take the money that is that the seller is responsible to pay the taxes. So if you're closing on July the 11th, they're collecting from the seller January 1st through July 11th for the tax prorations. They give all that money to you, and then you're going to be responsible for July 11th till December 31st to be able to pay the whole tax bill at the end of the year. So sometimes it might be more beneficial for you, instead of closing on a July 11th, to maybe close on the 30th or the 31st of the month. If you're closing on July the 11th and you've got 20 days of interest on a note, and you've got a $200,000 loan at 4.5%, that's almost $500. Now, that's not a tax proration, that's just your loan, the interest that you're paying on your loan. So if you were to close more like July the 30th or the 31st on that same loan, you're only going to be paying probably about $50. Another way to save some money could be to ask the seller to help you with your closing costs. Now, it certainly depends on what kind of market you're in. Right now, we're in a seller's market, and a seller's probably not going to help you with your closing cost. But if we weren't in a seller's market, that could be something that you ask. Other things to look for, if you're getting the FHA loan where you're going to be paying that mortgage insurance, that MIP, which is 1.75%. The VA loans are going to be a lot higher than that, because you're going to be paying for the mortgage insurance. So just some things to think about when you're looking at getting a loan. And if you can't pay cash, you really don't have any other option than but to get a loan. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to have more videos on real estate, please hit subscribe and stay tuned.